It's so hard to put this into words, but I think the easiest way to say this is that I think that no, I feel like it's so hard to find meaning anymore with, with life. Just for me, the reason that I want to live, is just very simple. The things that I want in life is to have a, have a fulfilling job that can, provide for my future, for a family that I want in the future, and so that I can take care of my family, the future, and all of that. I don't need a extravagant job that can buy me a mansion and two cars, and so I can get a vacation. I don't need really all of those. I came from a third world country, very poor country, and I grew up in the countryside where cows, goats, and a lot of fish ponds are, and like maybe the GDP of that city is equal to one of the millionaires here where I live right now. And yeah, so that's my upbringing, and the only thing that I really want is the same thing that I've wanted for a long time, is that I want to have a future where I can be with my family and be happy. And all of that came down falling after the layoffs, and during right now, whenever you guys are watching this right now is a time where a lot of companies are laying off people, and a lot of students are graduating at the same time, and a lot of people from like the pandemic era are still not employed or still are having a hard time looking for a job to step up. And and since now there's an overabundance of people that wants to take the jobs that can provide for the future, it is very competitive and it's so tough, and it's just soul sucking to find a job that can provide for a future for everybody. If it's your first time watching me, my background is I've been working in tech for the past 5 years, and I got laid off last year, February, and now I am working a part time job because not a lot of restaurants will give you full time hours, because a lot of them are maybe they're just mom and pop shops, or even managers' jobs is to limit the amount of the insurance they provide, or even limit the full-time employees because that benefits the company. It sucks, but that's the truth, right? Or even some companies will hire offshore, they bring them in so that they can like have a leash on their neck, and so that they can threaten them. So those are like the modern day slaves that we have, right? I've seen that firsthand in like tech companies, where a lot of companies will do H-1B visa people, and they will, because they can revoke that sponsorship, and that's how they tie them down. Anyway, besides that talking point, yeah, it's I don't know. I Every day I try I still I still spend like a good 15 minutes, 20 minutes to tailor my resumes to companies, but I do not see any new job postings every day. And for me as a designer, I'm a product designer, I need to like host my website. That takes money, right? And of course, even I'm just earning wagey job, I still need to save up for the future. But little by little, it's just harder to save up for the future. And because of that, I'm losing any bit of, it's hard to explain, but it's, I cannot put a meaning to my life anymore. I know that it is not the job that gives meaning to your life, but just for me, the job gives me the resources so that I can achieve the the life that I want. Right? I want a family, and it's not just me. Maybe let's take my friends. Like every time we play, we meet like in volleyball. Right? It's like, oh man, stepping up. Oh man, I like that because my other friends have children already, because both families are still intact, and so family supports families, and they have those, but I do not have that. I have my ever loving mom with me, and I appreciate that, but of course I do not want, like, maybe it's maybe it's just me, but I don't want to ask for more from my mom because she already provided me with like the resources to raise me as an adult. I think that's enough in my opinion. I am not like my let's say my other coworkers, bro. It just blew my mind. They're like 19, 20, 25 years old. I don't know, they're around that range, 19 to 25, and they're like, oh yeah, I have this apartment. I'm like, bro, how the fuck are you paying an apartment in downtown LA? I'm like, oh yeah, my parents pay for it. I'm like, Jesus Christ, bro, that's like 3,200 for a studio. Like, why? And that's just one of the things that's, I'm just like, it's over my head. I cannot imagine why they're doing that. I'm like, that's some type of parasites. Maybe that's their culture, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, it's day by day, it's just hard to find like more venues of like getting resources, getting jobs. It was very frustrating that even with my like 10 years doing service, or like being a chef, I get declined from even McDonald's, bro. McDonald's, Starbucks, those places. Yeah, it's just hard to find meaning in life anymore. I know that I can teach taekwondo because really that is my passion, but it's you cannot really monetize it properly, and it cannot provide for a family at all. And I've seen studios struggle in their like first 5, 10 years, and you know that's why I didn't really want to jump in. They said, yeah, I'm a good teacher, but I'm scared to start a business and that stuff. I know in the United States, the best way to, raise capital is to start a business. But this is my belief, is that not everybody should become a business owner. There are some people that should just be satisfied to become a worker for somebody. Yeah, that's just how I think it should be. Some people can take risks. Some people will, offload their risk to the risk taker, and that's fine. I just need the crumbs of the millionaires, really, because I don't need my yachts. I don't need $1 million house. It's fine and dandy, but that's not what I want, because I know that all humanity wants is just enough resources so that they can have a future of their own. And maybe if I just keep persisting, I can be right on track again. Damn, I'm all over the place. It's Yeah, I just got off work, and really I just wanna let this thing out of my chest, because it's just hard to find meaning in my life anymore. well, that's it for today. This is Jin Unscripted, and I hope you guys keep watching my videos. Like, dislike, comment down below what you guys think. And I just really want to hear your thoughts about things like, are you guys doing fine with life? Like, how do you guys find meaning in your life? Are you guys just coasting your life just like me? I know I say, that I apply to jobs every day, but in my opinion, my current opinion is that I'm just really coasting. That I'm not taking a risk, but you know, there were times that I already took so much risk, and I'm tired. Yeah. Anyway, I'll see you guys on the next episode of Gin and Scripted, and I'll see you guys. Bye.